Hey guys, it's Mike again. We're going to do another review on a spinner, this time a little bit smaller. This one is the Spin Gear from J-Raps. It is tiny. It's a little bit smaller even than the rotor, but the rotor has a big feel to it. I talked about that in the review for that video. Let's get these out of the way. And it is even feels to be a little bit lighter than the Freedom Designs stabilized wood spinner. So I do have another review of this coming out, kind of like a part 2. Steve, the maker, is sending me some buttons that is now included with the spinner, so I will be able to do a review as you guys would receive one. So there is a part 2 for this coming out soon. Once I receive those buttons, I'll get that filmed. Alright, so today, like I said, we are using the Spin Gear from J-Raps. Now this little spinner is going to be, it's very different than what you've kind of seen on the groups and the forums. It is, besides just being small, it's super light, but it's not going to have a serious spin time. I mean, from what I've seen, and I've been using it pretty heavily for about the last 24 hours exactly, I have consistently been able to get about 15-second spins. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but this isn't that kind of spinner. This isn't the spinner that you want to, spin and feel the torque back and forth. This isn't that. This is that spinner that kind of is the epitome of fidget. So this is going to be good for direction changes. It's super light, so you don't even feel them. If you use a worry coin a lot, this might be a good alternative. It is, like I said, its size is small. It has a really interesting texture in the hand when you're not staring at it. It just has lots of edges, lots of curves. It is thinner, and let me explain this a little bit better as I say it. It is the same thickness on the body as the other J-Raps pieces go, but what they've done now with the buttons, and this is important, and I'm under the impression all buttons will be like this from now on, from them is, you can see, they are flush. They do sit right up to the bearing. Now, this is a much earlier one I've had from them, and you can see the kind of spacing there. Let me see if I get that to focus. There we go. And it makes it big. It makes it a lot wider than it necessarily would have to be. So, this spinner comes with a newer style button from them. It is thinner, like the one on the J-Raps LE that I've received, but this one is tucked into the bearing much tighter. So you do receive a Bones red bearing in this when you get it. I have not even pulled the caps off because I've noticed that spin time doesn't mean anything to me with this exact one. This one is this is to fidget with. And it is perfect for just that. If you're looking to get a spinner to mess with that's easily pocketable, which I know is pretty big in the EDC game, this one is exactly that. It's small, it's lightweight. It does spin very smooth, very quiet for what you're getting, and the price. I think the price is where this thing is going to find itself extremely useful. It is $9.95 on their website. So I don't know if you can get a cheaper spinner pre-made with bearing and everything for that price. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen one cheaper. So for a little over $10 shipped, you get a smooth spinner that would be great for, if you're looking for something that's a little bit longer spin times, or a little bit, faster or heavier. It might not be for you, but if your wife is interested, my wife has small hands. I have very large hands. So the way I spin the J-Spin LE, she really can't do it. So she ends up fidgeting or messing around with, I don't know if consider what she does fidgeting, stuff like this one, which I would honestly prefer her not do, because this is something that, you know, it's a nice one to me. It's one of those almost as a collector's piece. He does have them on his website, but this is, she saw it and fell in love with it because it's small. Or if you have a kid who you believe would, you know, benefit from a spinner or fidget toy, this might be right in your alley. I mean, it's $10. You really can't go wrong. Or even if you don't have one at all and you want to try it out as an idea, see if it's something that you want to do, and spinning is something that, you know, keeps your mind off of the mundane throughout the day, and you need something to help you concentrate, this might be her. You know, it just comes in all white like this. You don't have to worry about anything getting scratched or broken. It's super strong stuff. It's that high density polyethylene. So, I don't know. I'm impressed with it. I took it to a concert yesterday, pretty much maybe an hour after I opened it up, and used it in between the opening act and the main act yesterday, and just found that it fit in my hand well. It wasn't heavy. I carry the LE quite a bit, and it's got a lot of weight to it. This, I didn't even notice was in my pocket. So this is going to be the spin gear from J-Wraps. Might want to check it out if you're looking for something a little bit different, something a little bit smaller, something maybe that you just can tear up on and not really worry too much about. That price is great, the design is nice, and it feels good in the hand. So let's see how it lasts over the next couple weeks of use. Now, do me a favor, guys, and I've done, you know, a couple reviews so far, but if you want to comment in the link below, I will be able to know what you guys want reviews of. So if you guys really want to see a torque bar review from somebody who's not as biased as maybe somebody that only has a torque bar, if you want to see a review of maybe a compass, whatever it is, let me know. I'll tally up those comments, and we will end up ordering whatever said item is and doing a review on it. Thanks a lot, guys.